And time now for business news with Fil Martino. Hello, Phil. Happy Friday.
Hi, Cynthia. Happy Friday.
And thank you for filling in all week for Ari with us.
Thank you. But, you know, good things must come to an end, Cynthia.
Okay, well, we'll enjoy our last day for a little while. Now,
Okay.
Phil, Pearson Airport is getting a multi-billion-dollar facelift.
Yes, it's a facelift, and it's an expensive facelift. But lots to this facelift. A multi-billion-dollar makeover is planned for Canada's largest and busiest airport. The Greater Toronto Airports Authority says it has initiated discussions with design and construction companies on Pearson Lift, long-term investment in facilities and terminals, on the procurement, planning, and vision of the program. So the first program will focus on modernizing airport assets, including high-speed taxi lanes to improve airfield performance, modernized airfield electric lighting and control system, interim terminal facilities, and investments in power generation to advance towards net zero targets. Pearson saw 45 million passengers last year, and it is expected to see about 65 million annually by the early 2030s.
All right, Phil. The average Canadian home price is on the rise.
If you're trying to get into the housing market, this is something that Canadians don't want to hear. The Canadian Real Estate Association says it's now expecting the national average home price to climb 4.9% on an annual basis to more than $710,000. That's more than double the hike it had predicted at the start of 2024. In its January forecast, the Canadian Real Estate Association had expected a 10.4% increase in home sales this year and a 2.3% rise in the average home price for 2024. Now, home sales in the country rose 1.7% in March compared with a year ago. The Canadian Real Estate Association says it now expects more than 492,000 homes to trade hands this year. That is a 10.5% increase from last year.
Maybe perhaps it's on the hopes that interest rates are going to come down, but you know, with still high interest rates and higher home prices, that's tough for a lot of people.
Yeah, you can't win that way.
That's
One
right.
has to be lower, right?
Right. Okay, so while home prices rise here, Donald Trump's net worth continues to drop.
Yeah, it's going down. Okay, so shares of Trump Media and Technology Group are continuing their downward spiral, although today there was a 0.5% increase. The Truth Social owner's share price is now $32.59, but that's very different from nearly $80 on March 26th, the day it went public on the NASDAQ under the ticker symbol DJT. Anyone who bought Trump Media at the closing high of $66.22 on March 27th has now lost more than half of their money.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Ouch. Interesting. And you know, for a while there, he was looking like he was making a ton of money, but it was just all on paper, wasn't it?
It was, and now it's just a downward spiral. I would love to see how this story ends, though.
Well, I'm sure we'll find out in the near future, perhaps. Fil Martino, thank you very much for filling in all week. It's been a pleasure having you with us.
Thanks, Cynthia.